So the earlier they wake up and understand that we are the only one that can fight our battles ourselves, the better for us. And for all of you saying, yes, let Trump come in, let Trump, okay, no problem, let them come in. But I'll leave you people with one thing. Go and check all the countries that they have gone into fight under the guise of they are going to help them to fight. Point out one country. Just point out just one that they left better. But you see, Nigerian government, they've been playing politics with this issue. The insecurity has been an issue. And when they, the opposition, when they were in government, they didn't do anything about it. But then when they now want to try to come into power again, they all start using it. This government is not even spared, the present day government. We remember when all of them played politics with this same Boko Haram issue in 2015. You understand? They used to play politics. The government of the day and the opposition, they are never united in solving it. Instead, they weaponize the situation. That's why I don't even pity any of them. Because you see, the opposition now that might be, maybe somehow they will be somewhere cheering what Donald Trump is doing. When they eventually get into power tomorrow and another opposition comes to use it against them, they'll be saying, hey, opposition is using it against us. But they all play the same game. They use the situation to play games, to play politics for themselves. Okay, everyone, how you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. My name is Osih-Oyelude. Thank you so much for joining, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So I'm just going to make this video a quick one. As you can see, I'm not in my usual studio where I record. I decided to do this because there was a comment someone made in the last video I posted on Nigerian Cool, and the guy said, okay, this one is still news now. We're talking about the Nigerian Trump issue at the moment. I responded to the guy, and someone else came and said something like, oh, she's not around. And I was wondering, how did this person know that I was not around? But truly, I am away for 1 week. That video, the cool video I posted, I recorded it last week because I knew I was not going to be around for 1 week. And where I was going, I wasn't sure if I was going to have like somewhere to record. And it's a family vacation. I didn't want to just start recording, bringing out cameras and all of that. But this video became very important because if you are a Nigerian, this should concern you. The security situation in Nigeria should concern you. And how it is playing out at the moment, I must say it's embarrassing. It's rather unfortunate because if successive governments had paid attention to security concerns, to way back when Nigerians started screaming for help, we wouldn't be where we are today. We left this thing to linger for a very long time, and now we are paying the price. And we are paying the price in the most embarrassing way. It's really sad. Very, very sad. Now, do I believe anyone is going to solve our problems for us? No. Nobody can solve this problem. We as Nigerians, we have to come together and solve our problems. You know why? Nobody loves you. Don't see for a minute, don't kid yourself or don't live in La La Land thinking any world leader is coming to help you. Like, just snap out of it. Snap out of it, because the country that decides to leave their own problem and say they want to come and help you, all of a sudden, you should suspect them. We all as Nigerians, we've been crying out for a very long time, especially for security concerns in the northern part of Nigeria. No one listened. No one paid attention. And all of a sudden, they want to help us now? See, if the US wants to help, they know what to do. just stop the funding. And you know why I'm saying it? Because a US congressman once admitted on television that the USAID funds terrorism. Those are not my words.
The Taliban is classified, and if you don't know, the Taliban's in charge of Afghanistan. They're classified as a specially designated global terrorist organization by OFAC. So post 2021, so this is last year, 2024, we spent $697 million of the taxpayers' dollars in Afghanistan, including $534,719,000 in change from USAID in Afghanistan. If you're wondering who's in charge of Afghanistan getting the money, and that money I just mentioned, the $697 million is on top of, and is in addition to the weekly to every 10-day shipments in cash of $40 to $80 million. Afghanistan is ruled by folks named Sarayuddin Haqqani. The Haqqani network mean anything to anybody in the room? How about Abdullah bin Laden? Who gets some of that money? Does that name ring a bell to anybody in the room? Because your money, $697 million annually, plus the shipments of cash funds madrasas, ISIS, Al-Qaeda, Boko Haram, ISIS-Khorasan, terrorist training camps. That's what it's funding. It's somehow you're believing, and American people are supposed to believe, that this money is going for the betterment of the women in Afghanistan. It is not. You are funding terrorism, and it's coming through USAID.
Those are not my words. Those are the words of US Congressman Scott Perry. He made this, serious allegation against the US government. So this is what I'm saying. We don't need to say, go and be chasing shadows. Stop the funding. If you know this much, stop the funding. Stop the funding. But you see, Nigerian government, they've been playing politics with this issue. The insecurity has been an issue. And when the opposition, when they were in government, they didn't do anything about it. But then when they now want to try to come into power again, they all start using it. This government is not even spared, the present-day government. We remember when all of them played politics with this same Boko Haram issue in 2015. You understand? They used to play politics. The government of the day and the opposition, they are never united in solving it. Instead, they weaponize the situation. That's why I don't even pity any of them. Because you see, the opposition now that might be, maybe somehow they will be somewhere cheering what Donald Trump is doing. When they eventually get into power tomorrow and another opposition comes to use it against them, they'll be saying, hey, opposition is using it against us. But they all play the same game. They use the situation to play games, to play politics for themselves. That's why, you see, it's sad. It's sad. Maybe now that they are airing them on this global stage in this much embarrassing way, maybe they will sit up. All of them, plus opposition, plus the government of the day, maybe they will all sit up. Because enough of this madness. Enough of this, foolishness. Nigerians are crying out. So, yes, even if it's one Nigerian that is attacked, that Nigerian life matter. So, if it's a Christian or a Muslim, even if they killed 100 Christians and one Muslim, that one Muslim's life matter. If they kill 100 Muslims and just one Christian, that one Christian's life matter. That person is a Nigerian. That person or those people are Nigerians. And no government is spared. Right from time immemorial. We all have to say this as it is. No government. Because you see, when opposition, when they want to come in, they all play dirty. They don't mind working with an outsider to label the government of the day very bad. And then they will try to do whatever it is to make it look like that government is so terrible. And then they succeed. I mean, we remember what they did during when Jonathan was there now, and all of them did with Obama and everything. The same thing is playing out now. The same thing is playing. So they all know this game. They all know this game. They are all playing this game together. So the earlier they wake up and understand that we are the only one that can fight our battles ourselves, the better for us. And for all of you saying, yes, let Trump come in, let Trump, okay, no problem, let them come in. But I'll leave you people with one thing. Go and check all the countries that they have gone in to fight under the guise of they are going to help them to fight. Point out one country. Just point out just one that they left better. Just point out one country. And if you're able to tell me that just that one country, then I will say, okay, let us leave and let them come. Let them even come and take over government and let them run Nigeria. But if there is no country that you can point to me to say that this country, when US government went in, they came out and now the country is better for it, I don't think it's now that they want to start it. For all of you who are happy about it, it's okay. I will be happier if they want to help from afar, not to be declaring war, as if you want to, the government you're supposed to work with, like you want to fight them. And again, see, we have our problems. We're fighting tribalism. We're fighting religious war in this country. So if you, an outsider, want to come in and still intensify the religious problem we already have, then we should just wake up and use our tongue to count our teeth. Because you know why? It's Nigerians that are dying, not Christians alone. Those who are perpetrating this crime, especially the Boko Haram, the terrorism, yeah, we can all argue that they are Muslim extremists. Yes, we can argue that. But when they strike, Nigerians die. Both Christians and Muslims die. Let's look at it from that aspect. Because if you want to make it look like it's only Christians, no, every life matter. Everyone in this country. So you saw that video of Congressman Scott Perry. It is very simple. If you know the source of their funding, why not stop it? If you know, then it's that simple to stop. If they don't have money, they are not funded, they can't do anything. Go and look at the guns that these people carry. Nigerians don't make guns. Nigerians don't make guns. So where do these guns come from? If they want to know who supplied them gun, it's only for them to take one gun, look at the registration, look at all those things. They can trace it. These are criminals who have not left where they live. But where they are, sophisticated weapons and armored vehicles are coming to meet them. Who make those vehicles? Who make those weapons? Who supply them? Which country is cashing out? Who is funding them? US, you know how to find that. You all know how to find that. You all know those who are funding this. It is very simple. If you cut funding, there is no fight there. But we understand people are merchants of war. They need to sell their weapons. So the lower hanging fruit, of course, are countries with who are already fighting themselves. So you go and sell your weapons there. And sadly, Nigeria happens to be those kind of countries. Northern Nigeria. So if we're going to sit down and think that anybody's coming to save us, just be very careful. You see, what people fail to realize is that this is not a Christian-Muslim issue, especially in the north where this is prevalent. Nigerians bleed from both sides. The Christians are bleeding, the Muslims are bleeding, the traditionalists, they are all bleeding. And ultimately, Nigerians in the north are bleeding. So America, nobody meddles into their affairs. When they have their issues, they solve their issues themselves. They sit down, no matter how bad it is. Nobody comes in. They figure it out, they solve their issues. And that their issue, people will die. They will lose people. People will that like there will be it will be very bad, but they will solve their issues. Let countries solve their issues because nobody will leave their country and say they love Nigeria so much that they want to come and help you. Let us wake up. The help that we need, you can give us from afar. Yes, there is a peculiar problem that we need to tackle. If you sit down and work with the government, you can give us help. If you really want to help, you can help. Not coming to declare war on a country that is already having their own internal war. No. Because I'm just like, all of a sudden, Nigeria has been crying since, and all of a sudden, everybody just started talking. First of all, for those saying that they are coming to take our resources, I don't know about that too. I don't know about that because I don't know. I don't know about resources, honestly. But I just feel that it is not genuine. Nobody can love you more like to come and declare war. For a government, a United States government, that from day one, they put America first. They put America first. All of a sudden, it's not Nigeria that they love so much. Some months ago, it was South Africa. Any little thing, they will call South Africa, South Africa, South Africa, South Africa. We will increase tariffs. We cut AIDS. Now it is Nigeria. Look at the big countries in Africa that they are going for. I am not saying we don't have our challenges, but you don't come out and make like we are not food. You don't love us like that, So I understand, we all, like for those who want to understand the game. Okay, if you think that it is Trump coming, America coming, come and do whatever you want to do. Oh well and good, but you see, when they start dropping, they will not say, "Oh, you are a Christian, step aside." And trust me, when they want to target all those people, the bad guys, those ones, they have a way to escape, and then it's the good ones that will more or less suffer. What do I mean? Let's cast our minds back to, when they say some bad guys are in a completed building, let's say smoking, and police want to raid the place. Let's say Nigeria, they want to raid the place. Somehow those guys get information and they escape. When police raids that place, at the end of the day, it's the people who live around there that ends up suffering, the innocent people. Because the bad guys, they already ran away. So the point I am making is that when you are wishing for something, be careful about what you wish for. I always tell people, when America woke up one morning and started to pull out their troops from Afghanistan, everybody wondered, okay, the people that you were covering there, what happens to them? They will enter, but when they are going out, they don't, like, they go out at their own free will, and then you leave people as if you just left them naked. Look at Libya. Look at a lot of countries. I've not seen any country they left better when it comes to this war thing. And it brings me back to the issue that let countries solve their issues. We as Nigerians, we will not be waiting for no Messiah that will come and solve our issues. Let us, when they say tie our wrapper and fight our governments ourselves. Because anybody who comes in, most often than not, a lot of them, they come with agenda. The agenda you may not know now, but only a matter of time. Only a matter of time. But you see, on this one, our government, you all, from time immemorial to the present day government, you have to be ashamed of yourselves. Honestly. Because house will fall. Now you say make goats, ants, every creature climber. Because if you guys had done your due diligence when Nigerians started crying out, we will not be where we are today. Now they are threatening you people on social media. They are more like threatening a sovereign country on social media. And look at all of you running helter scatter. Running helter scatter all over the place. You guys have brought out, after Trump, made that, posted that on social media. You guys, you've posted like 20. All of a sudden, security agencies, you are now freeing all everybody that have been kidnapped. So you just needed somebody to ruffle your feathers before you guys do something. There are problems that needs to be solved. That is the issue. Government, you guys, let's say from 1999 to present day, you guys, you failed. Because that was when this Boko Haram thing from Obasanjo's time till date. That was when it started. Whether our military also went to sleep, we don't even know. We don't even know. The time that they are supposed to use to fight insecurity, we are hearing that a lot of them are using to plan an alleged coup. See, there are issues, especially in the north. There are issues. There are issues. There are also issues in other parts of the countries too. But the main issue right now, where you say religious, clashes, is in the north. And please, genocide, I don't know about that. Killings, yes, because before you can classify something as genocide, you see what happened in Rwanda? That is a genocide. That, of course, is tribal. But if you like, come here and bash me. I've not seen anything that will classify this as a genocide, since we want to use that word. But for any one life that is lost, it matters. Don't get me wrong. I'm making it clear so that I'm not misunderstood. Every one life lost matters. So the government should intensify effort to make security available for everyone. But saying genocide, it's a little bit, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But killings of Christians and Muslims, yes, it is happening. It is happening and it needs to be checked. It needs to be checked. You see, I know that the kind of help that can yield positive results is the helper working with the government of the day. That will achieve positive results. So if we all want to sit down and think that just enter and start bulldozing everybody, you see these rich people in Nigeria, they have a way when they think, when they say war starts, they all know how to escape with their families. America will just announce, if you're an American, leave the country, they want to strike. And all of you saying, hey, let Trump come. I will know where you want to run to. You will tell me where you want to run to. This thing, if you cut funding, that's it. If these people don't have funding in terms of funding for what they eat, funding for their weapons they carry, that is it. That is that simple. You see videos and you're wondering, where did these people get these weapons? Like I said earlier, Nigerians, we don't make weapons. So who supplies them? Who makes those weapons and sell to the gunmen? Who? We're not ready for that conversation. Our government, they've been very, very incompetent when it comes to insecurity in Nigeria. And that's the truth. From A to Z, I'm not even going to exclude anybody. From A to Z, they've been very, very incompetent. They took it for granted because you know why? Anybody who enters, they will use insecurity to play politics. When they are in now, that insecurity now will now become a problem to them because they've used them to achieve what they wanted to use to achieve. And then another opposition will now enter and start using them again. They all know this game. They all understand this game. So yeah, and you see, they all who understand this game, they all work with external bodies that funds them. So let us all sit down and be pretending. But the last thing you will want to wish for is to say, let them come. What are we using our resources to do? Let them come. I'm sure Libyans at some point, they thought they had a problem. Where are they today? Let us be wise. Let us be wise. Let instead, this time that we are using, that we have the strength to say, Trump come, send troops. If all of us can take up our, whatever it is, if you are the one that can use your foot to walk and do the work, if you're the one that have a platform on social media, everybody, any platform that you can, or any platform that you can use it to demand for change. Use it to cry out. Because, like I said, there is nobody that will love you more than you love yourself. That's the truth. When they come in, if they come and they fight, they fight no end. They will wake up one morning and say, we are done, pack their kaya and leave. And then the community or the areas that they've exposed, who will now be fighting their fight there? Because those ones, once they hear that, oh, the troops here, they've left. When they regroup and come back, who will take up that fight? You are not thinking this thing well. Oh. You guys are not just thinking this thing well. You guys are not. If we all want to sit down and be thinking that, hey, our savior has come. Okay, best of luck. Oh. Best of luck. If Great Britain have their problem, America no dey enter. If France get their own problem, America no dey enter. There are some countries that have their problems that they need help for. America no dey enter. But when they see all these small countries that are all these developing countries, third world countries, they want to go and do Lord and Master there. And then they don't ever leave the country the way they met it. Sometimes, or most times, it is worse. Let us be mindful. Let's just be very careful about what we wish for, honestly. I can't emphasize this enough, but you see, our government, they all need to be ashamed of themselves. That's the truth. That's the truth. Because this rain where they beat us today, the rumbling of the thunder, we've been hearing it a long time. But you see, they refuse to buy umbrellas, they refuse to build shelters, and now the rain is falling and it's beating all of us. Okay. I don't know what else to say. But this solution that looks like they want to come and overrun all of us, and then they say, sit down, look at a dog name for worry. We are looking. But one thing is for sure. Nobody is coming to save you. Nobody is coming to save you. Because a country that puts themselves first, all of a sudden, is putting Christians, not Nigerians, first. Okay. I don't talk my own. I know that a lot of Nigerians are in support of this Trump's move. Let's talk. Let's have a conversation devoid of insults. Okay, let's talk. Let's understand each other. Because I am making my point from my own standpoint. So maybe you make yours constructively, respectfully. Let's talk, okay? Anyway, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I see you again in my next video. Bye for now.